3 bedrooms, 1 level with a great meadow view and gorgeous Saddle Lake Farms. Colleen and David Black, Keller Williams Realty. Call on Colleen.
I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Thursday, the 15th day of October. Hey, it's raining. What's new? But the weather's going to change much cooler. Colder may be a better word for the weekend. Let's go right to some of the Skycam shots around the network from Tuscaloosa. We are looking north from the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse. Had some big rain, some minor flooding around the University of Alabama campus earlier this afternoon. They picked up about 0.8 of an inch at that site. Good rains falling on the campus of the University of Montevallo in Shelby County from the Skycam there on campus. And that's a fun shot. That is the battleship USS Alabama down in Mobile Bay, where it's awfully warm down there. They've got 86 degrees with a dew point up in the low 70s, very unstable air, and they could see some fairly healthy thunderstorms this evening. Well, you can see energy in the flow there kicking off the thunderstorms here, and that's going to carve out a really nice long-wave trough over the east in coming days. Down below that, broad surface low pressure is located near Greenwood, Mississippi. You got a series of L's on this. This is all automated. And then a front extending from that through parts of West Alabama, the most unstable air below that boundary, and it remains questionable if it can get up in here. Severe weather pretty unlikely for this end of the state. Here's the radar this afternoon, and again, we've got this band of storms right through central Alabama. Some of the heaviest rain falling from near West Blockton, back over to Calera and Ashland. And over in Mississippi, some pretty good storms around Vicksburg, back over across into some of the Louisiana parishes. In fact, there have been a few tornado warnings over there this morning and this afternoon. Now, very unstable air down to the south. In fact, you can see the instability values are peaking at 3,000 joules, really just below Montgomery. And there is some surface-based instability as far north as Birmingham. But certainly from that, you can see the, really, you can pretty much define that front pretty close to Highway 80, US 80 through central Alabama. The better instabilities down over South Alabama. Now, the good news, the veering of the wind is pulled away from us. The higher helicities are over Georgia, and that's out of phase with the instability. So a tornado threat, a big one, is not expected. Having said that, you know what I always say, when it comes to thunderstorms, expect the unexpected, but that's suggesting everything out of phase for a tornado problem. Slight risk down to the south for the rest of today and tonight, running from near Houston over to Mobile and Camden and Butler in southwest Alabama. That includes Mobile and Jackson and Meridian. And again, we'll kind of watch the trends over the next couple of hours. Once the sun goes down, though, things ought to settle down over there. Watch warning map. Interesting to see the winter storm warnings up in the northeast. For parts of Pennsylvania and New York, it's cold and snowy and rainy in some spots up there. And down here, we've got a flash flood watch for parts of North Louisiana. That includes Monroe and Ruston. And that one dot over West Alabama, that's a flash flood warning for Lamar County that is expiring now. Rain for the next 5 days, valid through Tuesday morning. This is suggesting about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. And after today, rain pretty much insignificant for a while. We'll get a good chance to dry out this weekend and early next week. And it's going to turn cold. Look at the numbers. Temperatures at mid-afternoon only in the 30s up north, 40s. Down into the southern tip of Illinois. And I tell you what, we are going to feel pretty cold here tomorrow and on Saturday. Let's look at the modeling. This is the 12Z GFS at 1 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock on Friday. You can see the trough evolving over the east. And down below, it's a day of CAA, cold air advection. The isobars are perpendicular to the thickness lines, and we'll probably start the day about 48 or 49. And if we climb 5 degrees, we'll be lucky. We'll probably hover in the low 50s much of the day, and the clouds will linger, and the wind will make it feel colder, a blustery day, but it should be dry. You'll certainly need a jacket for the high school football games tomorrow night. Saturday, a strong vortex coming through the base of the trough, and again, if we had moisture, you'd think there would be a little shower activity, but the model is suggesting there's not enough moisture for that. I still would not be shocked to see a speck or two on radar. at some point Saturday, but not much. It's just going to be a windy and a very chilly day. The 540 thickness line is all the way down to Birmingham. Now, understand that's primarily the cold air loft, but we'll struggle to reach the mid-50s. There'll probably be a few peaks of sun, but I still think there'll be a lot of backwash clouds in here on Saturday. Again, a very blustery day. And then Sunday, we have sunshine back in full force, but it's going to be pretty cold Sunday morning. Mid to upper 30s likely. But notice the surface high is still back off to the west, so I don't think we have any frost on Sunday. But Monday, the high is right over us. And that's when the colder valleys will likely see some frost with mid to upper 30s for most spots, and maybe even a few of the colder valleys around the freezing mark early Monday morning. And we'll start to warm up Monday with a high close to 70. Tuesday, a sunny day with low, maybe mid-70s. And then Wednesday, this latest run gives us still a dry look with the wind coming back into the south, a surface low developing near Wichita. Thursday, you can see a pretty good shortwave energy to the northwest of here, and that looks like the main rain on Thursday, still west of here. And the models are all over this, the GFS, all over the road on timing. We've seen Wednesday night, we've seen Thursday. Now this is really suggesting Friday of next week. The 23rd might be the best day for rain. But at some point, no doubt, toward the end of next week, we're going to get wet. And a quick look at Saturday the 24th. If this is right, the rain will be pulling away and we'll have more cold air advection. It looks like kind of a cool and breezy, mostly cloudy day. Let's check the end of the forecast. Halloween, October 31st. Ridging over the central U.S., a trough over the East Coast. If that's right, that'd be a fantastic Halloween day, but we all know there's no skill in a specific forecast out there. We're just peeking. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 News in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.